Hi guys, welcome in. Hopefully everybody's having a good day out there in, I don't even know, I guess the real world.
The real world?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I am having a good day. You know, it's my Friday. I'm off tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm going on a little trip.
Nice.
Going to Philadelphia.
Oh, God. City of brotherly love, where they huck batteries at Santa Claus. Just be aware.
Yeah, no,
So.
it'd be interesting. But no, it's going to be a good weekend. It'll be fun. We got some fantasy football to talk about for this next upcoming week here.
We're here with your fantasy ramble. Welcome to the most must-see fantasy ramble that is on YouTube today. I am your hostess with the mostest, again, Garrett M. La Laguna. The M stands for millions and millions and millions of dollars.
For what?
I don't know.
Oh. I am Tony S. Burgess. S stands for see ya. I'm going to Philly tomorrow.
All right. No, that works. That works. I'll give it to you.
So
yeah. We're going to go into our preview for this upcoming weekend. Let you guys know what's going on, some interesting matchups we have going on, as well as, just projections right now and how they're looking. So, we're going to just kick this off, get right into it, and we're going to start off with your game.
Oh.
Because, I feel like being a benevolent lord today. So I'll let somebody else go first while I decide on other things.
Okay, yeah.
We got Dave against this man right here, Mr. See Ya Next Week. Right now it's projected. You are projected to lose by about 26, 27
that's
points.
Fine. It's not been decided yet as to what my lineup's going to be.
You still got some moves to do.
Yeah, I mean, Adam Thielen, for example, he's still in my lineup, but I just looked at his status right before this, and it was saying that he hasn't practiced today, and he's probably not going to be playing this week. He's more on a week-to-week basis as opposed to a day-to-day.
Yeah.
So we're really going to have to look to see if there are some good receivers in the free agency right now that I might have to pick up.
But there's definitely options.
And AJ Green's really starting to anger me. I don't know if he's ever going to play, so
Dude,
why do I keep him? I don't know.
Yeah, at this point, I was going to ask you about him. He hasn't played all season.
He might be dropped. He might be dropped today, tomorrow, because he's the one expendable guy at the moment where it's like he's not playing, and I need to add another guy to play this week. So. And
really, at this point of the season, who the hell's going to want to pick him up because he hasn't played all year? He's been dealing with everything, all these injuries.
Yep.
So
I mean, I trust Adam Thielen maybe to come back at some point, but because he actually he wants to play and it's a good competitive team with the Vikings. But AJ Green, they're 0-9, and he's probably just like, I don't really want to play. I don't care.
Yeah.
But besides that, I mean, it's going to be a good matchup. Hopefully, I'm hoping it's a good game.
Well,
at
Denver
least.
is a decent team against against wide receivers. Right now, they are ranked number 3 against wide receivers. So it's a tough matchup there for you with Thielen. You got a few matchups. You got Murray going up against San Francisco, number 2 defense against quarterbacks.
That's going to be tough.
Carlos Hyde is going up against number 9 Baltimore, or number 9 against wide receiver. These are all
running back.
Running backs. Yeah, these are all going to be like against these types of players. Their rankings and stuff.
There's a lot of things not going my way at the moment.
No, man. And then you got Williams going up against number 6 Kansas City right now, another wide receiver. So you got 2 running back that's not in a good situation, 2 wide receivers not in a good situation, but you got Melvin Gordon who's going up against the worst running defense, in Kansas City right now, which I would have never expected.
No, I wouldn't have expected it either.
No.
But so that's one thing that's going. Like I said, there's a lot of changes I'm going to have to make here in the next couple of days to figure out what my final lineup's going to be.
Yep.
But I just hope it's a good matchup at least, and I don't get destroyed.
Yeah. Dave does have a couple of tough matchups this week. He's got Tyreek Hill going up against number 8 in the Chargers against wide receivers. He's also got Keenan Allen going up against number 6 against wide receivers. So, yeah, Kansas City, they are terrible against running backs. They are
good against passing.
They're good against wide receivers.
That's normally how it goes with defenses. Like, I mean, it's really rare to find a defense that's like top 5 in both running and passing. But Patriots probably would be one of those.
Patriots are definitely one of those right now. I want to say the 49ers are also right now right up there. Yeah. I mean, they're number 2 against quarterbacks right now, so we'll see how they do against Kyler Murray. Sure. Didn't have a great game against them a couple weeks ago. I think I started him in that game, but whatever. So, yeah, that's where that game is looking at right now. Projected 123.6 to 97.89.
Don't believe the projections.
No, projections, you know how those go. In our next game of the week, Vaughn's got a half chub against Rustling Some Feathers. Again, I want to say this was this game happened like 3 or 4 weeks ago between them. Mm-hmm. And, this is the
rematch.
The rematch, the redo.
Who do you know who won the first time?
I don't know who won the first time, and frankly, I don't care. I assume Jen won the first one because, I mean, Vaughn's got a half chub, has done absolutely terrible this year. 1 or 2 wins. So, yeah, I mean, I love you, Aaron. You're awesome. You gave me a ride to and from the airport, so I can't I can't really talk too much shit, but... I assume that Jen won that last matchup. I don't know. Maybe I'll find the time to actually go in and do some research. But maybe I just don't care enough. I don't know. But not a lot of really great matchups for Aaron this week. Both of his running backs, Fournette and Kamara. Just going up against number 8 with Fournette going up against Indianapolis. Never thought that would have been a thing. And then Kamara going up against number 2 in Tampa Bay now.
I would never expected that, but
I would have expected
they've
that.
They've had a lot of points scored on them, Tampa Bay, because they've been scoring a lot of points.
No, against wide receivers, they give up like the most amount of points against wide receivers. But against running backs, they don't give up anything. They are so stingy to running backs. And we went over this earlier this year. You and I talked about it a little bit. But, Tampa Bay is killing it against running backs. But a saving grace, potentially, Edelman is going up against number 25, a Philly defense right now. So, not terribly great. But, Jen doesn't have a lot of really great things going for her this week either. Her quarterback is on bye week, Russell Wilson.
Right.
Marvin Jones is going up against number 2 in the Dallas wide receiver defense.
Yeah, that's a good defense, too.
Yep. David Montgomery is going up against the number 10 Rams, and Travis Kelce's going up against number 7 Chargers.
Wow.
So, this is going to be – I feel like this is probably going to be the lowest scoring game of the week. Yeah. Even though projections will tell us otherwise, the next game that we'll get into has, lower projections right now. But I really feel like this is going to be a hard-fought, just down, dirty match. And,
as much as fantasy football can be.
Yeah, as much as fantasy football can be. I expect a little bit of mudslinging. So... Yeah, we'll see what happens there with that. But on to our next game now. We got Tony. I don't even think we talked about what the actual projections were for the last game. 112.25 for Aaron to Jen's 81.20. Right. But Jen has not put in a quarterback right now.
So that will change somewhat.
So that'll change a little bit. Yeah. Hey Jen, Daniel Jones is available.
All right.
Just trying to help.
Advice.
Trying to help a brother. So, our next game now, Anthony against Doug, AVI Fantasy against Leroy Jenkins.
Projection-wise, it looks like the closest matchup of the week.
It's really looking like a close matchup right now with Leroy Jenkins projected at 2 points higher.
That's actually a big deal.
Yeah.
That is a big deal. I mean, that could be a good upset. That could change the playoff picture entirely if Anthony goes down.
Oh, yeah, if Anthony starts going down.
For a second time, right? Can they lose the first
third
time? Against
Oh, God.
I think he lost to Doug.
Did he lose to Doug?
There was some one of the bad teams he lost to? I thought it was one.
No, Doug's only had one win, and
Who was it versus? Well, yeah.
it might have been again.
I thought it was Anthony.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure.
This is getting off the rails now.
Whoa.
Don't really care. But yeah, no, 97 to 99 right now, projections wise. There's about a point, 2.5 points difference. Yeah, it looks like. Oh God, who has Prescott?
What do you mean who?
I think.
Oh, you mean which one of the two?
Yeah, which one of the two? Let me see here. I got the everything right here.
Probably. Oh, they say
Yeah, it's AVI Fantasy.
Yeah.
So Anthony's got a couple of really good matchups. I should have realized that with the Eckler next to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Prescott going up against number 27 Detroit, who gave up like 35 points to Daniel Jones.
Yep.
So I assume Prescott's going to just feast on them.
Feast.
And then Eckler going up, against Kansas City. I haven't really been paying much attention to Eckler and what he's been doing the past couple of weeks, but it seems like
either.
Gordon is starting to.
Gordon's starting to get the touchdowns.
Yeah.
They're giving up to him on the goal line, which is helping me.
Yeah.
I like that. But Eckler, I think he is still coming in a good bit. Like probably, it's pretty much just Gordon and Eckler. I mean, who was the other running back before? I forget his name.
Justin Jackson.
Yeah, he's not in there anymore. Pretty much.
Yeah.
He's done.
Yeah.
But
makes sense.
No, I think Eckler is still on a lot of passing downs. But he's still doing enough to.
He's still
be
really productive.
Fantasy productive.
He's like number 5, I want to say, still as far
Really?
as running backs go. So
Awesome.
yeah, Eckler is still killing it, having a great time. And then for Doug, he's got Williams, the running back for the Chiefs
KC.
right now, going up against number 25 against running backs, the Chargers. So there's your one kind of positive spot going on there,
Right.
Doug. After that, you got Howard going up against number 1
New
England. So, yeah, it does not look like Doug has a lot of great options. It does not look like he has, Amari Cooper is not practicing right now, which will hurt Doug a little bit more.
That would be a big loss for sure.
Yeah, especially with what Cooper's been putting up the past couple of weeks.
Right.
It could definitely, hurt him a lot. But we'll see what happens. He's got a couple people playing tonight with Juju going on. So, yeah, we'll see how this starts. But I don't know. I really feel as though Anthony's probably just going to run away with this, especially with Dalvin.
You think so, huh? Even though the projection.
Even though projections would not tell us anything special is going to happen, I think, as far where I would put money on Anthony this week, even though he's projected to lose.
Cool. Go for it. Let's see what happens.
Water bet? Water bet on another game that neither of our guys are involved in?
Sure.
Yeah.
I would. Go Doug.
So our second to last game of the week, we got my latest victim, Ossinipa Creek,
Yes.
against a
Dayman.
future victim of mine, Dayman, the boss man. Aaron, wanted to give you a quick heads up. Kittle might not be playing this week. I've heard mixed things. He's kind of in the did not practice stand right now.
Right.
But he hasn't officially been ruled out. But I would assume Kittle's not playing. So if you get a chance to listen to this, here's your warning.
Take the advice for what it's worth.
Yep. Look at it. See what you can do. But yeah, right now this is Jamie is projected to win by about 7 points, 110.71 to 103.77. So it's going to be another close game.
Yeah,
there's a lot of really good matchups going on in this game. Jesus, that is a big goddamn fly.
Yeah, we have a fly in the room.
Yeah, I gotta go fly hunting later. Galladay is going up against number 2 Dallas against wide receivers right now. So, yeah, that's not looking like a great matchup there. But do you take him out and do you maybe replace him with Calvin Ridley, who's currently sitting on his bench against number 24 Carolina?
I would consider it. I would definitely consider that.
I think that would definitely be something I would start looking into because, I would assume that Galladay is not going to do terribly much. Dallas has been pretty stout against running back or wide receivers this year. So, Yeah.
And
And Jamie really didn't have any huge standout. Everything was kind of mediocre across the board.
Sure.
However, I did notice that on his bench right now, he has really no good moves that he could do on his bench when looking at it.
So meaning like if he needs someone from this bench to go into the starting lineup, it's not going to be pretty.
Yeah, basically everybody on his bench right now, the best matchup that they have going for them is a wide or a running back going up against the number 6 defense against running backs.
Oh.
After that, it's like 5 against running backs, 5 against wide receivers. You know, it's just terrible matchups. He has nothing that he could do.
I mean, good thing you're on the bench.
Yeah, that's one of those things where it's just like, oh, if this person gets hurt that's playing, or if this person doesn't play this week, you have no really good options right now.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, but that's okay. At least it's not in the starting lineup, you know, so you might be okay.
Yeah, you might be okay. But, yeah, we'll definitely see what happens. It's not a good week for Jamie right now, I would assume at this point. Our final matchup of the week is my wonderful team going up against C Macaroni. I'm having a really hard time choosing a team name for this. It's either going to be Crackaroni.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Yeah.
Go for crack. Or eat macaroni. Because then it's just like, see macaroni, eat macaroni. Of course.
I just go with that.
Or macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. I don't know. So it's going to be something. It'll be punny, I'm sure. But yeah, right now, this is by far the biggest differential in projections right now. Me at 120.82 to Justin at 59.38. Justin, you got 3 people on bye week right now. Henry, Tate, and somebody else who really doesn't matter. It was just one of those things.
Sure.
Yeah, somebody that he put in last week. Rashad Penny, that's who it was. 3 guys on bye week this week, but you know, definitely the biggest detriments to your team right now are Henry and Tate being gone.
That would be huge.
Yeah.
Henry killed it last week.
Yeah, no, Henry put up 40 points last week. It'd be huge to have him playing this week. Golden Tate put up like 27, 28 points last week. So, yeah, they could definitely be big help for him, but not playing. So what can you do? Me, on the other hand, I've got just killer matchup after killer matchup after killer matchup.
Killer.
Dude, none of my team is against anybody that's like red as far as like their standings. So, yeah, right now I got Jackson, my quarterback, going up against number 25 Houston. Le'Veon Bell right now going up against, if he plays. Because right now he's dealing with back, hip, knee, and an illness.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, so he's got like 4 things working against him. So we'll see if Le'Veon Bell even plays this week. All you people bitching about me picking him up. But yeah, against number 26 Washington this week. You know, if he doesn't play, though, let me tell you, I'll be seriously watching Belial Powell.
Who?
Belial Powell. He's been doing well for the Jets before Le'Veon Bell got there.
Oh, yeah.
Like in the previous years, yeah, no, he did really well. And then you got the old Packer, Ty Montgomery.
You know what happened with that, right?
I don't.
Why we got rid of him? Why we traded him immediately after one of our games last year?
No.
You know, he caught the ball in the end zone he was a returner. He was going to return the ball. He called it like in the way back of the end zone, and he decided to return it. And he fumbled it, and it was on. He fumbled it. They got the ball back. I think it was they got a field goal or a touchdown, but they won the game. All he had to do was kneel the ball, and I think all we had to do was just run out the clock and win the game. But he, for some reason, took the ball out of the end zone, fumbled it, and we traded him. Actually, I think we just released him afterwards. We just kind of like, screw you.
Yeah.
Unless you just cost us a game like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, he was a good running back for us for a little while. He's a good pass catching running back, and so he's good for PPR leagues if he gets time in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. But he's done a whole lot of nothing this year, and honestly, I look at my bench, and I have other people on my bench that are just better options right now, like Brian Hill.
Ty Montgomery. But.
Yeah, no, I picked up Brian Hill this week as a backup for Devontae Freeman, and he's got a killer matchup going on too.
All right.
Against like the number 24 team or something against and then I got Thomas going up against Tampa Bay, number 32 against wide receivers, and number 31 against tight ends, and I picked up Jared Cook this week because Evan Ingram is pathetic.
Thomas is going to have a big week. I guarantee it. That's going to be a shootout of a game.
I think it really could be because, Jameis Winston right now, he is my sleeper of the week. He is somebody that I'm calling to have a big week, even though he doesn't the Saints defense doesn't give up a lot of points to quarterbacks. They do relatively well against quarterbacks. But, yeah, I think it's going to be a really big week down between Tampa and New Orleans. So it could be a fun week, and we could see a lot of points coming out from down there.
Yeah, I'm definitely not choosing either team in that game to win. The Saints came off a really crappy loss last week to the Falcons.
Yeah.
And so who knows what's going to happen this week in that matchup. But anyway.
So, okay. Well, I guess that's all of our I said my sleeper. Do you have a sleeper?
No, not really. I'm going to be sleeping. I'll be the sleeper of the week.
Oh God, I had a lock for the week. I'm completely forgetting it right now. Who's ever playing the Cincinnati Bengals right now?
It will be who is it? The Raiders.
Oh yeah, Josh Jacobs. That's who I was picking as my lock of the week this week.
Okay.
I'm thinking the Raiders running back is going to have just a huge week, and
who knows? Maybe this is maybe the Bengals sneak a win and finally get one.
Maybe they finally get one.
I think this is one of those trap games. I do. I think I'm not going to choose either team in that game either to win. The Bengals just came off a really horrible loss. And now they're going against the Raiders.
Bengals have been coming off 9
and the Raiders
horrible losses.
The Raiders have been just kind of like middle of the pack all year.
Yeah, they haven't been really standout or anything
games,
special.
Some bad games, so I don't know. I think that's going to be a closer game than people expect. We shall find out.
Yeah. So, cool. That was your Week 11 preview. We're going to go ahead and probably call it here soon.
Let's go.
So, word of the day, though, because I never gave a word of the day last week. Word of the day this week is going to be... I don't know. I've got nothing.
Just blank today.
Yeah.
Totally blank.
Yeah, I should have something. I don't know. I'm trying to think of something from like back in the day when I was like a theater tech teacher and like something that I used from there. So, but yeah, I can't think of anything offhand. That's like a really cool random word. Pythagoras.
Pythagoras?
Yeah.
That's a word?
Yeah. Well, it's a name.
Oh.
And Pythagoras theorem.
Okay.
Math stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh.
Ancient Greek. Shit like that.
Pythagoras. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Word of the day.
Either that or Gorgon.
Gorgon?
Gorgon. Yeah. I stumbled a little bit.
Okay.
Gorgon, which is a Medusa. So, yeah, cool. That is our
Week
11. Yeah, that's what it says behind us there. On that cool freaking backdrop that Morgan made. Yeah, killing it, Morgan. Let's see. Can you see that?
Fantastic.
Got a football field and shit like that going on back there. Good stuff. That's the end of this. Leave us alone.